back to Survey My Earnings. This is Steve, and I'm going to talk about my earnings for the month of September 2025. And just to start off with, it was the best month I've ever had. I started doing surveys and tasks from websites and apps back in March of 2023, and this month is the very best month I've ever had, $1,017.96. And that's better than my previous best month, which was last month. So I've just really just kind of spent more time doing it, really, the last couple of months. So let's get right into it. My favorite site for doing surveys and academic studies, a lot of them are academic studies, is Prolific. All of these different amounts in each cell are just different deposits that went either into my PayPal account or my direct to my checking account. All of them go to PayPal except for Amazon Turk. I have that sent directly to my checking account. So here's what I made from Prolific in the month of September 2025. I made $565.28. So you can see, I mean, that's more than half of what I made came from there. The next one, it's Cloud Connect Research. I don't know why that's not showing entirely. Connect Cloud Research is what it is, rather. And I made $240.94 there. So there's no mistake about why those two are first and second in the columns. It's because they generally make the most and then the second most amount of money for me every month. Paid Viewpoint, I made $27.58. Amazon Mechanical Turk, $2.35. User testing. Now look at all of the different deposits for user testing, $94. Forthright, $3.25. And that's down a lot from last month. Last month I made $156 from Forthright, and it's just, sometimes what's available on a specific site, it just isn't as good as it has been the previous month, and then the next month it might get better. So that's why it's a good idea to have several different places where you might do surveys or tasks. Curious Cat is an app. It's only an app. You can't go on a website and use that. So it's an app on my phone. I have an Android phone, and for Curious Cat, I made $4.62. Survey Junkie, $5.84. Inbox Dollars, $15. Swag Bucks, $15. Nevo. Nevo's kind of fun. It's a lot of listening, and you like compare two different voices, I guess, and you might decide which one sounds better, or they'll give you somebody or AI saying something, and you have to rate it on several different scales, whether it was appropriate, whether the tone was appropriate, that kind of thing. So it's definitely different from just doing typical surveys. So anyway, I kind of like that for a change of pace. I made $14.10 from Nevo in September of 2025. And top surveys, this is a newer one for me, and I did make $30 in September, but the vast majority of that is because I played a couple of games that are there. So if you want to make some money doing that, I would suggest that. As it is right now, and maybe they'll change, but as we're talking here today at the beginning of October 2025, the surveys aren't really paying very well. So um, I, I wanted to test it out. So I did do a couple of surveys there. But then again, the bulk of the money that I made there was from playing games. And that's also the case with Swag Bucks. Although their surveys are better, they pay more. But most of that money that I made was from playing a couple of games there. And same with Inbox Dollars. Inbox Dollars also has some decent surveys, but the bulk of that I made there was from playing a couple of games. That is it for me for the month of September 2025. I'm pretty happy about it. $1,017.96. And that boils down to about $33 a day. Um, people always ask me, how much how much do you make per hour? I just, it's really hard to answer that question. I mean, I could add it all up and try to figure it out, but I probably spent just under 4 hours a day. It'd be my guess, and that includes weekends. So about 4 hours a day, all month, doing these. And the thing is, I really just don't think of it that way. I don't think of it as, how much money am I making per hour? I think of it as I have 5 minutes right now, and is it worth me doing a survey for $1 or two in 5 minutes? And if I answer yes to that question, I do the survey. So I mean, it's really as simple as that. It's hard to beat the flexibility that doing surveys online or playing games for money too provides, because you can do it in the middle of the night. You can do it in shorts and a t-shirt. It doesn't matter. You can do a couple and then decide you don't want to do anymore. So anyway, the flexibility is outrageous, and you can make um, a little bit of money. So there we go. I made $1,017.96 in September. So that's it for me. Until next time, this is Steve from Survey My Earnings. Bye.